What's the point of this sub if the top voted comment on every post is by VOO? This is our stocks. There's a different and better sub for investing. I understand the desire to be par with the market, especially after many people got blown out in 2022. But there are people who are good at picking stocks. And it's not that hard. And people should be trying to learn from them, not settle for a market return. There was a great post of DD here a few weeks ago on Duolingo, with an investment thesis and a discounted cash flow model. The stock is up 20 since that post. That kind of post should be encouraged. I pick my own stocks. I have winners and losers. I learn from each, and each makes me a better trader and investor. I devote a few hours a week to research, and an hour or so each morning making any trading decisions. I won't deny that there are many people who don't have the time or brainpower to devote to researching individual companies, listening to earnings calls, and keeping up with evaluating them over time. For those, buying an ETF and investing passively is the way to go. My understanding is that that is not what this sub is for. So let's stop wasting space with the buy and hold your SP ETF bandwagon. Thanks. Sometimes they also recommend VTI. This sub has basically become the place you land when you're done with WSB, in my opinion. By VOO. It's all context. Half the posts here are I have $10,000 to invest, what should I do? So the answer is index funds. If the question was 95 of my NW is properly allocated, but I would like to gamble with the remaining 5. What specific stock picks are you excited about? It would be a good time to actually converse stocks. There are plenty of posts about specific tickers floating around. Editing to add 95 of my NW is properly allocated, but I would like to gamble with the remaining 5. What specific stock picks are you excited about? Low effort questions receive low effort answers. Don't forget the second most upvoted comment. It could go up or it could go down. Those people think they are extra hilarious. This post won't change anything, nor does it have to. Those posts or replies don't stop others from posting or replying about picks or position strategies. There's room for all of it. And those replies are the best advice to give to someone who comes in saying, I don't know anything, and I have $X to invest. That post should never be answered with, here's my detailed DD on Boney and my 12-month macro outlook. The only worthwhile comments are in the daily thread. Treat everything else like entertainment. Sort by controversial. It's the pro tip of Reddit. Top comments are always stupid and cringe. I say for all your retirement stuff, just leave it in low-cost ETFs and target date funds. For your taxable account, try to beat the market. Don't do this with money you can't afford to lose. I'm glad you're recognizing this place, and whole Reddit is mostly echo chamber. Just people saying same things over and over. Because here are more people without any idea, that would otherwise just gamble their money. I guess it's not about the answers, but more about the questions. If there is no in-depth analysis founding the question, it shouldn't be in this sub. What is the actual evidence that people can pick stocks in terms of outperforming the market? And it is not hard. Anyone can retroactively pick out winners. It's not that hard. Picking stocks aren't hard. Knowing when their pick is overvalued and or when to get out is the toughest part that many do not seem to understand. With that said, absolutely agree with you on this. Our stocks should be about picking non-ETF stocks backed by real research and data. Our ETFs are all about picking the right ETFs. Let's keep it that way. What's the better sub for investing? Because I thought this was about investing in stocks, and ETFs definitely accomplish that. But there are people who are good at picking stocks. And it's not that hard. And people should be trying to learn from them, not settle for a market return. Which people? Plenty of fund managers don't get market returns over the long run. And if professionals aren't beating the market, the guy selling you YouTube videos probably isn't disclosing all of his trades. ITT people overconfident they can beat the market. By F. Nay, DKNG, IBM, and a few VOO. In general, a good portion of the comments on this sub are either index funds talking about how the market is rigged or trying to find the next game store. But have you heard of VOO? 95% of people can't beat VOO, so why not buy it? It's because it's usually pretty obvious when someone doesn't know what they're buying or why, and they would be better off in an ETF. A lot of people got burned in 2022 specifically because they were following Reddit hype stocks. Those are almost always overvalued already. It's to protect people from making bad decisions. If they want to learn to do valuations and all that, then they probably don't need Reddit to tell them what to buy and when. What's the point of anything on Reddit really? You come to be indignant. Others come to be validated. Buy VOO, buy 500 stocks. I agree, this is a stock forum, not an ETF forum. You're a funny guy. Tell me a joke. But there are people who are good at picking stocks. And it's not that hard. Proceeds to take a bite out of his coffee cup, laughing hysterically. These posts are way more annoying than those. Because we're on the cusp of a large recession, so it's solid advice lol. How did everyone get blown out? All the stocks I have will 3 or 4x from here. They're all good companies like AAPLMSFTNVDA, Google, ASMLLRCXMCD, Cost, Lin LLY, etc. Investing isn't a few years. You shouldn't care about a year or two. You just buy at a good price and be patient and never sell. By the time you're 70, you'll have a few $100,000 and retire. It's that easy. But yeah, for most on here, they should be in QQQ and call it a day cause they haven't a clue what they're doing and don't want to learn anything. Buy VOO or VTI, okay sign. VT and chill. Voting to rename this sub Voodoo or Deja Vu. Come to Boggleheads and buy VT instead. Should ban all ETFs, index funds, and BRK. Thank you. Stock picking is very difficult because retail investors lack inside information. There is very low chance that you were the first person to read about something or have a unique thought about a specific company. The reality is people get lucky and luck runs out eventually and you lose. Index funds will always go up over a span of time. Individual stocks not so much. So yeah, stock picking is like picking horses at a racetrack or a sports team to win or whatever. The public information has already been factored in the price odds. So yeah, it's gambling. Good luck. Nothing but echo chambers when asking some books. Isn't VOO a ETF stock? Thinking face with monocle. I bought 20 blue chip and growth stocks and have beaten the market so far. Who knows what the future holds, but I don't see any of them going anywhere for a long time. Because people asking basic stock advice have never heard or know what ETFs are. 'Cause that the best option? Would your post be any different if people said APPL? I agree. Buying an index has so much crap most people don't want to own. But it does have less volatility. The major upside of more volatile stocks are definitely worth it to me. RBLX. SQ. TDOC. ENPH money mouth face. A lot of folks on here too afraid of purchasing stock, instead take the easy route with an ETF.